It says here, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.
Complex ambition.
Beautiful music, painting pictures, this be my vision.
This is this week's paid promoted snippet.
I could be different, that's boring. I'll stay and watch everyone fall with ease, luckily. I'll just sit back and watch them fade away and keep searching answers for yesterday. There's just too much to blame on our own mistakes. Don't admit who's at fault.
Like what you heard, be sure to click down below in the description. And also feel free to email us at complexambition401@gmail.
Shout out to everybody in the world. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us today again, and we appreciate you. Complex Ambition Quarantine Edition. So,
my name is YI.
And we're bringing you our second quarantine reaction. Here we have this climatic collaboration. One that technically was bound to never happen due to rest in peace, Juice WRLD. But this is one of his last wishes. He tweeted it months ago, I believe 2 months literally before passing away, that him and The Weeknd would make, a diamond record that he knows, just the concept of me and The Weeknd on a song is successful. And I think anyone can argue that. They're two emotional artists. So here we have the record. It's called Smile. The Weeknd announced it this week. I don't know what to expect. I'm seeing all types of mixed reviews. People were alluding to this being a previously released or leaked record by Juice WRLD. I'm not too familiar with his leaks, so I might not, be familiar with the record. If it's El Fin de Semana, like we like to call him. So let's get into it here. Let's watch the lyric video with you guys. Smile.
Do anything in my power to see you just smile. In my power to see you just smile. I want you to cry. Devil on my shoulder telling me I'll die soon. I don't really want that to impact you.
Man, cryptic.
This man, he just kept on doing that, foreshadowing his death. You can see it all along his project, this later project that he died, the Posthumous project. He just kept on foreshadowing his death, announcing his death before arrival. Right here, he says he literally feels as if the devil's on his shoulder, telling him he was going to die soon.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And the fans are upset because this was a snippet, or they heard it before?
I guess because they heard it before. That's what the diehard Juice WRLD fans are saying. But so far, it sounds good to me. Definitely cryptic. It's hard, man, because all his music that's been unreleased and is released now, they can't change the lyrics. These are the lyrics that this guy sort of lived by. Every freaking record, every time, it's like he felt like emotional, suicidal, like he had this depression weighing over him every day of his life, leading up to the day that he actually passed away. So it's crazy, it's hard to listen to this shit. It's hard to listen to it.
I pray that I get it right this time. Maybe we'll be alright. Anything in my power to see you just smile. I just wanna see you smile. Don't cry. I'm so desensitized. 100 pics of me on your phone. Now you're someone that I used to know. You don't wanna see what's in my phone. It's just gonna hurt you more.
Yo, Anthony Fantano kicking buckets. There's no outro. Okay, so I can see, I guess, where there's the judgment of it. Obviously, because that's like The Weeknd just did a verse on it. He just threw his verse on it. It's not like a genuine collaboration. I guess people maybe, because he didn't clear that up. It could have been that. He made it seem like it kind of was that. Like, that Weeknd, he's like The Weeknd and the Juice WRLD record is coming. Like, so they made the record. It never dropped. Okay, so it's coming. So that's how it kind of alluded. But now you just see that it's just him, on a previously leaked, unreleased, but planned on maybe releasing Juice WRLD record. He just added his verse to it.
It's wild. I don't have much to say, man. I think that I'm gonna keep on saying the same shit all the time. That Juice WRLD's music, and God bless whoever was responsible for releasing his stuff, because it's just foreshadowing after foreshadowing after foreshadowing, talking about his addictions, talking about the ways he's trying to cope with things, cope with life. The way even The Weeknd right now talking about the only way he can love you if he's on drugs, and if not, he's just having sex with you, and that's all that is. And I think somebody like The Weeknd can relate to, in a sense, from me as an outsider, I can see that The Weeknd's battled drug addiction, so I'm thinking that he can relate to somebody like Juice WRLD, somebody who also battled drug addiction, and how it must feel to be famous and to feel so alone. It's tough. It makes me. I'm not somebody who's gonna keep on playing his posthumous album. It's way too tough for me, man.
In my opinion, if I was The Weeknd, I wouldn't release this record like this. I would release a record that's more of an homage, paying homage to Juice WRLD, sort of like a tribute type of style record, because he has to be familiar with how much Juice looked up to him, and maybe they had a relationship behind the scenes. So that would have been doper in my opinion, But I think what he was trying to do here is do a record where Juice WRLD's family can benefit. And it would be a record that, is charting and one of those regular singles that would have existed possibly while they were both alive. So that's his effort and his intent to do that. So I get it as well, but, there's always going to be criticism, man, especially when it's a posthumously released and an artist in general that's just passed away, let alone Juice WRLD, who's passed away in such a sad way, and he's just an emotional artist in general. So his music already gets people emotional. So it's a touchy situation. His team, man, it's hard. If they're gonna keep releasing music, they're gonna, I don't know, something needs to be done, because at the end of the day, like all this shit, I don't think there's any records that he has unreleased that are not like this. They're all gonna be like this. Like, it's too cryptic. I don't think it's really helping anything. I think it's just contributing more to like the sadness of his fans and the diehard of his fans, and like, maybe his family's benefiting financially. But I don't know if it's worth it, man. At the end of the day, for his legacy, man, like it's strange. It's strange. I didn't think the song was gonna be like this.
It's a weird situation. There is some sense of hope here. He just wants to see you smile. It's like he's speaking from the grave. We saw that a lot with X, where it was like he was speaking from the grave almost, and he just wants the best for his supporters. So in that sense, it's uplifting. But in another sense, I understand when you say that it might tarnish his legacy in a sense, because that's all the fans are going to think about him in the future. I know personally there are a few people I know that haven't even checked out his last album because it's way too emotional for them. Yeah. So it's bittersweet, and there's no right answer. There's no right way of going about it. But it's just obviously our opinion.
Yeah, man. It's our opinion. But everybody comment down below. Feel free to let us know how you guys feel about the record. First time and maybe the last time collaboration that we're ever going to hear between EXO and 999. But man, we love you guys. And until next time, please be safe and healthy. Sound.
My name is YI.
CA, we out.
So